Hi everyone, and very good evening to all of you. I hope that you are fine and have just overcome the issues that you all might be facing in the yesterday's result of NEET. However, today is a very it's a new day, and as I told you, you should get yourself back and try to bring yourself to the fight as soon as possible. The more you waste your time, the more you start thinking about what has happened, it will not help you. This session is especially designed for those who are planning for INICT, and more importantly, because INICT is just a one target, but your goal may not be INICT, your goal may be NEET exam. So I am targeting this session for the INICT, but taking you from the INICT to the NEET exam, because I personally believe that if you are preparing for something, you must prepare for the NEET exam. INICT is surely exam which you, if you crack it, you are surely getting a very good rank. You are going into AIMS or PGI or JIPMA. For that, you have to get within 1000 rank, and therefore your preparation strategy should become very overwhelmingly strong. You must not think about any negatives throughout the next few months, and what you must mostly do is forget your previous results and focus on what you can achieve by just remaining positive. So this session is all about positiveness. This session is all about gaining confidence, and that will be possible only if you have uh, you know that positive intent to crack the INICT exam. I'll be dealing in two ways. Number one, of those students who are either preparing somewhere, or they are doing a coaching institutes, or they are planning to do something um, that is post intern. And one of those session is for those who are actually interns working in a medical hospital, or for those who are working somewhere and also trying to prepare for the exams. So again, repeat, even though this session is for INICT, but you can surely take it up for the NEET exam also. uh, Honestly speaking, if you have any thoughts, doubts, you are more than free to please put in the comment box below. I'll be taking your doubts, but before I do that, please watch this video only with a positive intent, okay? Because if you don't have that positive intent, I'm sorry to say, whichever exam you're going to appear for may not help you, okay? So I have a few points to mention before I start this. Number one, देखो guys, I want all of you to promise yourself, and the promise you must do is biggest. And the promise is that you will really work hard. And to work hard, very important is to forget the past. You know, some students might be successful this year, some students will be next year, but eventually the year is gone. And no one will ask you when you actually practice. No one is going to ask you in which attempt you cracked the NEET PG. Do you ask me? Have you ever asked me, Praveen sir, you tell me that when did you crack your NEET exam? For those who are attending my class, I told them my story, and really is very heartening that the more you cling on your past, it is not possible for you to get out of that and start preparing for the NICT exam or the NEET PG 2023. So first of all, you promise yourself hard work, but for that you must all forget the past. Second, I want all of you to tell yourself that this year, this is the main target, that is consistency. By consistency, what I mean is, I want all of you to at least, please remember one thing, I want all of you to at least study for 6 hours per day. Now, for those who are doing an internship, for interns, I want you to study at least 5 hours per day. And this I know would not be possible on every days. So as an intern, you must see your soft posting and the hard posting. Try to at least read for 5 hours a day in the soft posting, and in the hard posting I'll tell you how to overcome that. So secondly, we must all focus on consistency this year. By consistency I mean, do not study for 10 hours a day and then sleep for 2 days. No, I don't want any of you to do that. At least be consistent throughout that day. I have a plan for you. I have divided the entire days into a way of routine, and I can assure you all you will love that routine, because I have really worked on that. I know how much it is important. I have put all my experiences there. But before I show you that routine, I want all of you to tell me these things. Are you ready to do this or not? Because if you don't do this, showing you any routine will not be helpful. So guys, you have to work hard, forget the past, be consistent for at least 6 hours a day. For an intern should be at least 5 hours a day. Now third, you must realize your mistakes. So I want all of you to take a copy, and that will be your 20th notebook. For those who have not still understood how I actually tell you to prepare, guys, maybe you're missing a bigger fact. And that bigger fact is, at least make this 20th notebook. In the front page, in the first page of the 20th notebook, write your mistakes. If you don't realize your mistakes, again, I or no one can help you. So first of all, you must realize your mistakes, thinking that maybe you have not appeared for enough GT. That means you are not exactly prepared for the main exam. Maybe you're all distracted. Maybe your notes are not complete. Maybe your notes were complete, but your revision was not okay. So understand which was the major issue. If all of them are the issue, write all of them. But once you realize your mistakes, we must plan this year as to how we can take this further outside and how we can improve on that. So it's not about only realizing your mistakes. We have to work this year not to repeat the same mistake this year. Okay, I have seen students not applying for the GT initially, and lastly they are all confused. Sir, I'm applying for a GT, I'm scoring 120, 125, what to do? Dekho, the idea is, if you know from the month of June that your score is 120, you can at least remove that 120 to 160, right? But suppose you're not even applying for a GT right now, and the score is supposedly 80, but you're not applying for it, how can you improve from 80 to 100 to 120 to 140? So at least you must know where you stand. So giving a GT is one of my primary schedule I'm going to show you today. Okay. Second, distraction. Now I will say this was a main issue with many other students. I have repeatedly been telling you in my own Telegram group not to look into those postponement news. But the moment I tell you, students got so much irritated that, sir, you're not supporting us. They go, it's not about my support to you. I'm always there for you. You have seen me through the year. But at least please understand one thing. Me or you don't run a government. The government runs its own. They have their own thought process. Now, next year, the NEET PG23 will surely go to happen in the earlier months of January or February. Note this. If you don't still agree, 5 months will go in vain, and then you'll again go into Twitter or Facebook or Instagram posting postpone NEET 23. Even now you can do that. But guys, do not fall into that trap. People have utilized you. Don't get into that trap again. So let's come out of that. Coming into the notes. Dekho, have you a notes? Have your own handwritten notes? If you have your handwritten notes, first major thing is done. That's it. But if you don't have your own notes, now there are two things can be done. If you join an institute, you can make your own notes, number one. But if you supposedly have not joined an institute, or maybe you are just trying to read yourself, at least focus on what you need to read and don't read everything on the notes, because notes are made for the second year students, third year students, fourth year students, and final year students. But you are an intern or a post intern and are trying to prepare for a PGME exam. So your focus may be different from those who are reading from the prof exams, because I teach second year students also. I teach a post intern also. I teach interns also. So I make it different. And you should be intelligent enough to know what to read and to know what to skip. If you don't have that intelligence, guys, develop that. How? Look at the previous topics and then go move forward. Fourth, revision. So guys, what about revision? Have you actually did revision last year? How many times did you revise it? How many times did you all revise it? Were you able to revise 4 times? Have you able to? Now, if you have been able to revise 4 times and still not got a rank in PG this year, something is really wrong in your preparation. Something is really wrong. Might be that you have not given enough GT, or might be you prepared well, but at the last you all got distracted. So you must correct that. So I want the first page of your 20th notebook. It should be a large note, not a small book. It's not a mini book. You can take it anywhere. It should be at least a A5 page, or suppose a usual notebook. And in that, the first thing you should write is all your mistakes and tell yourself, I will not repeat this again. This mistakes will not be repeated again. This may be all four, it may be more than this, it can be anything else also. If you have any other mistakes, might be any relationships, might be any other issues which is not in your control, guys, try to control this year because time is really very precious. Okay, so now having understood these factors, let's move into how to move into that. Okay, what we'll do in the this 20th notebook is, I want all of you to first page to delegate to this, and then whenever you appear for a GT or whenever you are reading notes, all those volatile topics, all those volatile topics, or any volatile, facts which you're forgetting a lot, write in the 20th notebook. So in the 20th notebook, there should be everything which you're forgetting, everything which you're not reading or not able to recollect this, maybe from the GT or whatever sources of your notes are. Because please understand one thing, at the last, how difficult was it for you all to revise the notes, isn't it? And this especially goes for the interns. This is especially for the interns. For the interns, you must focus on 20th notebook. You get a new question, you get a new fact, put in the 20th notebook. You go to your hard portion, soft portion, take that 20th notebook with you. If you think you are forgetting the 20th notebook, koi baat nahi. Click images, make a PDF of the 20th notebook, save in a mobile phone, and where you go, just look at that. Don't look Insta, don't go into Twitter, do not do anything. Delete the apps and look into those PDF of the 20th notebook only. Guys, please samjho, if you don't work hard, there's no shortcut to success. You have to work hard. Okay, so now having known this, please let me know how many of you are ready to face the actual schedule. So are you, do you agree to this me to with me or not? Right now tell me, do you agree with me or not? Do you all agree that you should do this? You have made mistakes, and now I'll take you to how to actually make a schedule and what is my idea of the schedule this year. Dekho. So ready guys? I want a thumbs up from all of you. Are you ready? Chalo. Guys, dekho, what I've done is I've tried to, divide all the subjects and given you few days. For those who are post interns and only preparing this time, for that I've given you these days for the first reading, and then for revision I've given you these days here. For example, for anatomy, biochemistry and physiology, I'm giving you 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, and for revision I'm giving 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Okay, I'll tell you on which day what to read. I'll tell you that also. Complete hand holding I'll do. Okay, now for the interns, this 5 days have moved to 7 days, because I completely understand that interns or the people who are working, you may be working in a private hospital, you may be a IMO, grade 2 medical officer, you may be GDMO, you may be a CMO in the hospital. You have to be, I completely understand. Dekho, some students have to also support their family. There are also some married students, and they have to take care of their babies also and family also. So I understand that particular factor also. But if you're not working anywhere, you're not doing an internship anywhere, then you don't have any excuse. For you have to cover in these 5 only, and for those you can take at least 7 days. Similarly, the path pharma, micro and FSM 5 and 3, and here 7 and 4. Okay, for IENT and PSM I will giving you 4 days, 4 days and 6 days for PSM. Now here it becomes 5 days, 5 days and the 8 days for PSM if you are an intern or are working anywhere. Okay, then about the medicine, surgery, gynae, pediatrics, I'm giving you 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, a good amount of 10 days with revision into these days. And the same thing for the intern can be taken as for 13, 13, 13 and 7 days for pediatrics. The same thing, 5 days for a student. Now, I will be sharing this also in my Telegram group. For those who want to take it from there, you can take it from there also. Right now, please understand the basic idea of making this. Okay. Ortho, derma, psychiatry and anesthesia radio, all the short subjects, 2 days for those who are post interns, and for those who are just intern or they are also working somewhere, 3 days for all of them. Now remember, whatever days you take, suppose you are a post intern, so first reading you are taking all of these days to cover in 92 days. That means 3 months you have. Right now I'm considering the INICET exam to be the first target. The next target I'm considering is NEET PG 23. Okay, so I want you all to cover one's entire subject and then revise also till the NEET exam. And the same thing I also want for the intern and the working students. So for an intern, the total number of days I'm given is 125 days, and you can revise this in 33 days. That means this day here and this day here is same only. Because please understand, even though you're intern or working somewhere, you don't have that extra liberty of putting more number of days. Okay. So yes, if you have joined in residency, suppose you are taking MS anatomy this year, maybe MD physiology, and you still want to prepare, I think this is a good one for you. You should go into this one. Okay. But suppose you are just have completed the preparation, you're a post intern, you're sitting in the home and now preparing, which is a very good way to prepare, that's a golden chance to prepare, then you must follow this one. Okay. But for both of you, I want the revision to be completed on time. Okay. So this is one thing I want to tell you. Now coming into the fact, sir, how and when to prepare, on which day to give what, so that also I have. Okay. So let's see that. A very big schedule. Dekho. That is the amount of work I have done for you. If I am doing so much for you, at least tum padho to yaar. At least read, study. If you can't study, what else will I do it? What else can I tell you? Okay. Okay. One more thing, to subscribe to the channel also, because whenever you feel a bit demotivated, not read and fucking, I'll be uploading a lot of videos into the histology, histopathology, quick revision series, uploading a lot of things. You can also watch that in the times to come. Okay. So now look at the schedule. I made an enormous schedule for you just to complete your revision, first revision, second revision, just before the INICET, considering the INICET is occurring on 13th of November. Okay. But still we have don't have the exact date, but yes, the time the date comes, you will be able to understand this. Achha. If I am doing so much for you, I only want one thing. The time I give you, for example, for microbiology, I don't want you to go to the restaurants, to go to the malls, to go to your family person and relatives and waste your time there. Because if you're doing that, sorry to say, sorry to say, but again you have to prepare after the November month or maybe January month. Then you cannot do anything else. Okay. So the first topic to finish is micro. Now this is only for the interns and post interns. Okay, interns and post interns. So, or it's only for them. Now because this is prepared for the 1st of June, so you can just adjust this, okay, a bit. But I'm giving you the first for microbiology. Then I want you all to appear for the grand test on the 5th of June. This grand test will tell you where do you stand. Please do not be in a wrong notion that first you will complete your preparation and then you'll give a grand test. That preparation completion will never happen. It never happens to rankers, top rankers. It is never happening to any top ranker. It will not happen to you. So completing a course is difficult. It's really impossible. So at least I want to make your all baseline. The baseline can be 20%, 25%, 30% marks in 200. It can be anything. The baseline should be set here. So I want you all to make your baseline very clear here. This is a baseline. And from this baseline, we have to move forward, giving that amount of days. So if you're an intern, just try to add more number of days looking into the previous schedule, this schedule. But if you are a post intern, this is actually made for you only, and you can first cover microbiology, then gynae ops, and then every alternate Sunday you have to give a GT, and in the one Sunday in between that you have to do revision. So revision of what? Revision of everything read before this week. So the first week will have a very minor amount of revision, right? Now after this revision time, again continue with the next subjects. So for example, gynae ops, then 4 days of biochemistry, and then the grand test again. So every alternate Sunday you have to give a grand test, and then in between that you have to revise it here. Okay, there's radiology, there is revision, there's pharma, and then again moving to medicine, grand test, continue medicine, two short subjects, again two short subjects after medicine, because if something spills from here, you can still cover it, dermatology and psychiatry. Okay, then again revision of what? of medicine, revision of medicine, biochemistry, of gynae and microbiology. Guys, this is the most important day in your preparation. Sunday. Sunday is no fun day now. Sunday is no fun day. In Sunday, you have to revise it here. Sunday, you have to revise it here. Okay. So on Sunday, make a revision. Then again start with surgery. Try to complete surgery in 2 weeks. Look at the days before. Again do revision and then start with ophtha. Okay. Ophtha ke baad 2 days of anesthesia. Then give a grand test again because alternate days grand test, alternate days revision. Okay. Then there's pediatrics, orthopedics, pathology again 5 days as I told you. Forensic medicine 2 days, anatomy 5 days, and again try to revise. So what revise? In this Sunday, you have to revise forensic, pathology, pediatrics, eye. So should I revise everything? Dekho. What will happen is from all these subjects, something will spill over. And you will feel that suppose in this entire thing, dermatology is very weak. So in this revision day, try to put maximum time on dermatology. Suppose you feel that in the medicine topic, the cardiovascular system got very weak. While I was revising, I didn't get enough of time. So this medicine, you can take it in this revision schedule. But because if you don't do like this, then what will happen? It will keep on spilling it over. Do not change the schedule. If you don't stick to the schedule, then how will you be able to revise everything later on? So therefore, on Sunday, you have to put it for revision day and then again move forward. Again, keep on moving forward. Okay. Then I hope you understand. Biochemistry, ENT, PSM, grand test, again continue PSM. So on the 20th of September, if you are following this post internship schedule, then by 20th of September, you will be able to finish your first reading. You will be able to revise the first reading. And from that, start revision number 1. Continue first revision up to 15th October and then start revision number 2. For those who are interns and post intern, we'll have to just change the schedule a bit, looking into the previous schedule I gave you as to how many number of days you might give it there. Are you getting the point? Now, once you're done with that, now understand few other things. This schedule is for morning 8 a.m. to evening 5 p.m. Okay? After 5 p.m., you should all solve MCQs of that subject. So from the morning time, try to read the notes if you're intern, if you're post intern. But after 5 p.m., try to solve the MCQs. Which MCQs? Previous year MCQs. Previous year solved MCQ should be solved. It can be from an app, it can be from a book, whichever you feel comfortable. So if the evening time, make a daily routine of solving questions. Daily routine. It should not be a weekly schedule. Daily you must solve some MCQs. How to go about internship? Ab suno, dhyan sunna. Please listen to me carefully. If you are an intern, what you must do right now is, you must first see what are your hard and what are your soft postings. Okay? Because you might have got an entire posting schedule right now only. In the hard postings, you may take some extra MCQ books with you, or maybe the apps. In the hard posting, try to solve MCQs in the hospital only. After you come back home, then try to read the notes if it is possible. See, every day you'll not have 24-hour duty. Maybe in a week you'll have 1 24-hour duty, maybe 2 in surgical postings. In medicine posting, you'll have again 2. But others in gynae ops, other than gynae ops, will not have such hard postings. So you must be, you must plan your entire thing to suit that. In a hard posting, I'll solve MCQs because I literally don't feel that you're able to solve read the notes in your hospital. That is not possible. So at least take that MCQ book, tear into small parts. Okay? NEET PG paper 2018, one part, 2019, other part. If you don't do that, koi baat nahi na. Solve from app also. eGurukul app, the best app. Usse solve karo. Every question is given there. Try to solve it from there. Save it in the bookmark section, and when you have time, revise it that there only. So in the hospital, please remember, in the hospital, you have to solve MCQs, and when you come back home, then you have to focus on notes. Okay? Right now, I am not giving you any high yielding stuffs because this time I want to focus for you to read everything. But in that everything, please at least understand that if you're following a notes of a coaching face-to-face lecture, then in that only the high yielding stuffs are taught. But if you're following that entire Gurukul, suppose or suppose Marrow or Prep Ladder, whatever you are following, the app, in that only focus on high link stuffs, matlab repeat questions only. That will be better way, because else you'll get lost and whatever what to read at the last, you'll all get confused. Okay, so that is one way, but this schedule is good enough to solve and read and revise at least first reading, first revision, second revision before the INICET exams. One more thing I'll tell you, for those who still want to, understand this on a daily basis, me and Dr. Rajat always give this internship schedule. So maybe you can also join this one. We are opening this 2023 mentorship program, and I'll be telling about this in the separate video also. How are we going to move about that? But this is one other way you can always be in touch with us, looking into what you can do, baby. Um, So this is a mentorship, because many students have that problem, that they're not able to completely, focus on the exams. But this mentorship is only for the NEET PG exams, not for the INICET exams. It's only for NEET PG exams. I will be telling that about this in the separate video. Right now, I want all of you to focus on this thing, because this will really help you to move forward. I have a few questions. I'll just take it very quickly. Number one, sir, how to accumulate TND? देखो, if you're following a TND, then I think this schedule will not help you. In that case, follow the schedule of TND only. Okay. Sir, how to accumulate TND discussions? I told you there only. Sir, can I use the notes which I made from coaching institute? हाँ, बिल्कुल है. देखो, the notes that you have made, you must focus on that only. And don't worry about a lot of updates, because you can get that updates from the recent questions also. So don't worry about that. If you have made your own notes, focus on that also. Which platform to choose? Confusion? Because every platform is good. Every platform is good. Okay. Take an informed decision. You have some, there are some videos there which are always available as some demo videos. You can watch it and see if you are actually able to understand there or not. If you ask me personally, because I am from DBMC, I'll say Gurukul is a very good app and you can take that. But it's completely your wish. Am I using Marrow? I'm not able to complete syllabus. Really, देखो थोड़ा सा vast हो जाता है. I'm therefore telling you, देखो, because those videos are made for every person, for second year students, third year students, fourth year students, final year students. Right now, you must understand that reading so much is not a solution. If you read less and revise it more, that's a better solution for you all. Okay. Yes, surely you can join the Bharatiya TND. And still, if you want to talk to us daily basis, suppose what we do in this program is we start at 8:45, we talk till 9 a.m. So 8:45 to 9, we talk daily in the Zoom sessions. We don't teach you anything. First of all, we only guide you what to read, from where to read. If you're feeling down, how to move about it. So those things we do. Because I really feel that every student have the ability to crack an exam. It is all about your right focus and commitment to solve the MCQs, and commitment to read it daily. Your commitment to be more and more consistent. That is what important for you. Because ultimately we all are doctors, right? And every person is not different. We all are same only. We all have that same intellectual level. But if you get the right approach, if you're more consistent, solve questions daily, no one can beat you. No one can beat you, telling you. Okay. A last few questions, guys. I'll take it before I just wind it up. I'll not take a very long session. So we didn't need to read the first aid book compulsory for the INICET exam. देखो, first aid book is only after you have pretty sure with your notes. So don't take the first aid at the first preparation. If you complete your notes, then in the time of suppose reading medicine, you can solve questions from first aid also for INICET. But only if you're thorough with the notes. First, the thing is notes. Okay. Is previous question enough? Right now, nothing is enough. Right now, focus on detailed reading, no shortcut, and read everything which is important for the exam point of view. Okay? Not the textbook, obviously. How to go forward with first aid book? I told you that's a better way to follow. DBMC, online versus offline coaching. If you can join an offline coaching, you can commit yourself to offline coaching, nothing like that. Because you get a time schedule, and in that 4 days or 5 days, you're able to finish the subject. But the same thing in online, it prolongs a bit. and maybe you get a bit more disoriented watching it. But if you can watch it in an online session, that's pretty okay. If you ask me personally, offline is a better solution compared to online solutions. Okay. The first read is necessary to prepare notes from entire video lectures. That's a very good question. If you can make a notes, it's very good. But because of time constraints, if you also have the already handwritten notes, you can follow that. But don't over depend on that. Some portion of that high yielding topics, you must make your own notes also. Yes, if you are not able to finish this on the right time, you can just spill it over, but only on this day, on this revision day. Suppose you're not able to finish medicine on 10 days, how else will you finish it? Batao. I'm giving you 10 days for medicine. What more you want? That means you're not reading. Harsh truth, but truth. Okay? Yes, GT plan, I make it separately also. So, is it good to solve INICET Essence? That's a very good book. Honestly speaking, it's a very good book, and you must solve it, surely. TND is needed for preparation for notes. If you already have a notes and you're read it, TND is a very good way to revise everything. If you've read a notes, you've also done a TND, maybe a LMRP will help you later half. Right now, don't do anything. Just read the same notes again and read the same TND notes again. Do not do anything else. Okay? Sir, can we do the subject wise again from video lectures? Surely. Right now, everything is good. Suppose I tell you, your pediatrics may the growth and development is very weak for you. So watch the entire growth and development in pediatrics. Don't make a shortcut. At this reading, the first reading, there's no shortcut at all. There's no hiding questions, there's no hiding stuffs. Everything is important in the first reading. You can watch a video, you can attend a TND, you can again go for offline coaching, whatever you want to. Okay? If there is you have prepared a Gurukul notes from 1.0, nothing, no, don't add anything. It's really more than sufficient. If offline coaching enough, are bhai, offline coaching is more than enough. I think I should not say anything beyond this. Every question of pathology, 25 question came in pathology. My students can show you the 25 question from my notes. It's really sufficient, guys. So don't go into that FOMO and read more stuffs. Better read less, revise more. During this whole subject, reading a subject-wide test is important. Maybe you can solve a subject-wide test also, but don't go into detail of every subject-wide question bank also, because because some subject question bank are very detailed and they're not exactly oriented to the exam pattern. But yes, for high-link stuffs, surely go try to solve the subject questions, and the best source of these subject questions are the previous questions. Okay. देखो last 15 days में तो छोड़ दो, because I will be talking about this a lot and lot. Right now I think the schedule is really good enough, and if you can follow it, it can really go enough. Can an average rank person get AIR? देखो, please understand one thing. Let me be very clear here. My motto is not to get a rank 1. My motto for you is to get a rank which can give you a clinical seat which you want. My motto is not to make you a topper. Toppers don't need me. Toppers don't need me. An average student with simple dreams, who want to qualify exam and to get a clinical seat of their choice, they can follow my schedule. And I can maybe vouch on the fact you'll get it. I will never say I can make you a topper. I don't have that ability. A simple student with an average dream, a simple dream. Yes, you can follow the schedule, you'll surely get it. Okay. So guys, I think we can wind it up here. This was a target INICET, but surely will be helpful for you with the NEET exam also. And for those who want to maybe pursue it further for the NEET exam, it's a different course also. Join it, study well, but don't get disheartened or disoriented. Please start from day 1 itself. The schedule, I am sharing this in the Telegram group also. You can take it from there. The link of Telegram group is in the description of the video. You may please take it from there. Ensure that you subscribe to this video so that you have a lot of things coming up and you don't miss out those. Okay, take care. God bless you all. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay healthy. That's very, very important for you all. Okay, bye bye. God bless you all.